Hello, everyone. Repent and put your faith in Jesus because only He can save you from hell. If you'd like to know more, read the gospel message in the description. Alrighty, everybody. Right now, you're looking at Hurricane Idalia, which has wind speeds now of 90 miles per hour, and it is still forecast to rapidly intensify into a major Category 3 hurricane. Alrighty, what should we expect for Florida today? Today is Tuesday, August 29th. The day before landfall. We're now probably less than 24 hours from landfall. What should areas in Florida expect? Some stormy weather. As you can see, some storms are moving on into the Keys right now. So if you're in the Keys, expect some thunderstorms and some stormy weather from the feeder belts of this storm. And also for other areas of Florida extending inland, these feeder belts are moving on in as well. You can expect some blustery and stormy conditions from those feeder belts, and they're going to be moving up further through. They've been moving up further throughout the day, so do expect to feel some effects, not exactly from the center of Idalia, but from the outer bands of this storm. Idalia herself, there is convection in the storm, and according to the Weather Channel, there may be an eye forming. I think we could maybe see one starting to form right around there. So there may be an eye forming, but we'll see that eventually show up the more intense this storm gets. Let's go to the National Hurricane Center. Right now, 90-mile-an-hour wind, 974 millibar minimum pressure, and it's moving north at 15 miles per hour. I'll read these key messages. I'm going to do at 5. I'm going to do a live stream at 5 when I can go into much more depth, or maybe 20 to 30 minutes after 5. I'll be doing a live stream and going much more in depth, forecast for local areas, etc. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to show you like windy.com and stuff like that. Let's go to our cone of uncertainty. As you can see, major hurricane landfall now forecast at 125 miles an hour on land, which means that is on the verge of becoming a Category 4. You can see hurricane warning area is up. There's also tropical storm warnings and watches extending pretty much, I think, all the way to North Carolina. Yep, all the way to North Carolina at this point. And there's tropical storm warnings extending from Florida all the way to South Carolina. And remember, this hurricane warning extends inland because this is forecast to stay a hurricane over land for some time. Here's our rainfall potential. As you can see, 6 to 10 inches in Tallahassee. Jacksonville is not, I think we'll experience around less than 1 inch on this current forecast. You can see high rainfall totals in Augusta and all the way up to North Carolina. So if you live in these areas where there is high rain, please be prepared. What's really important is we need to go to the storm surge. As you can see, incredible heights here, 10 to 15 feet from Ocala River to Yankeetown, 7 to 11 in the Oconee River, and then Carabel 4 to 7 feet, or maybe 3 to 5 feet. And if we go down further, you can see that in Yankeetown to Casso. I'm not pronouncing that. Forgive me for that. 7 to 11 feet. Yankeetown's like right on the border with that. 10 to 15 feet. Tampa Bay, 4 to 7 feet, all the way down to around Englewood, 3 to 5 feet of storm surge. Now, if we move over here, Florida isn't the only place. Georgia and South Carolina could be experiencing 2 to 4 feet of storm surge, and the reason being is because that storm's going to be pulling water on land. This is the approximate track here, and it's going to pull water onto land as it is blowing by those areas. Alrighty, everybody, let's go to our flash flooding potential. As you can see, moderate at least 40% chance. If you live in any of those areas, be prepared for flash flooding. As you can see, for a good portion of where this track is going now, 90% chance of tropical storm force winds. Jacksonville is in around an 80 to 90% chance of tropical storm force winds. Hurricane wind speed probabilities have gone up 70 to 80 where landfall will occur, but that will continue to go up as this storm intensifies. If you live where there is going to be bad storm surge, get to a safe place away from the water is, please, and get to a sturdy house that can survive the winds if you don't manage to go very far from where the storm is going. But please leave that water, because that water is able to go above first floor. Thank you for watching. This has been Christian